Hey everyone, David Caviness, Certified Financial Planner here. I was thinking on my run this morning about a couple of meetings that I've had recently, and it's really clients that are on two different ends of the spectrum. One was a retired couple. They have Social Security and a pension that covers their lifestyle, gives them the income they need to do the things they want to do, and they've got their retirement nest egg that supplements that. They take some big trips every year and a half, 2 years, and giving money to kids and grandkids and helping them along the way. And then the other one I had, and these meetings, by the way, happened on the same day, ironically. The other meeting was with one of my younger clients, owns his own business, has a great income, is built up a very nice nest egg. And the commonality between these two meetings, very different people, different circumstances, but the same thing, and that boils down to money and security and worrying about will they have enough, what the market's going to do in the course of this year or next, and what happens if we go into a recession. All of those worries that we talk about. And I'll bring that up because one of the things I think that is across the board, and it doesn't matter how many commas and zeros you have on your bank statements or in your income each year, and that is that we worry about whether we're going to be all right. And it happens whether you're young in a family, just getting started in your career, all the way through retirement and that part of life. So here's how I have these conversations with my clients, because I think the message is the same regardless of your stage of life and your financial situation. That is, one, you've got to have a plan. And that plan has to do these things. It's got to incorporate where you are today, where you want to be in the future, your goals, your timeline. But most importantly, it's also got to account for your own personal tolerance for risk. And when I say that, I mean your ability to weather out disruptions in the market, the volatility, the daily ups and downs, because if you find yourself constantly worried about it, it ultimately leads into you wanting to tinker and make unnecessary changes that hurt your long-term ability to reach your goals. And so that's the first part we talk about, but it doesn't stop there. And that's where I think a lot of people make a mistake, is they put this plan in place and that stops. They say we've got it, and then they move on and forget about it. But this plan has to adapt to you. It has to adapt as your circumstances changes, as your wealth changes and builds and grows, and also as our own goals change and timelines change. We've got to make sure that we're adapting our plan, and as we adapt our plan, that has to directly relate over to our investments and how we're managing our investments and aligning that back to our plan, back to our goals, the things that we value in life. So I wanted to share that with you as I was thinking about those two meetings today. This is not something that you have to be ultra rich or have a ton of money to live by and follow. These are simple steps that no matter what phase of life you're in, you can incorporate into your financial life, into your own wealth building and money and saving. So wanted to share that with you. It's a little bit rainy today, but we got to run in. Get outside, clear your mind. But if you find yourself, in these situations, something where you're just constantly worrying about whether you're going to be okay, whether you're doing the right things financially, you're on the right track, reach out. Would love to have a conversation with you to see if we're a good fit to work together. If we're not, I can surely share with you probably some people that would be a better fit, but I would love to have that conversation. Go to my website, cavinesswealth.com. You can learn more about me, how we can work together, and schedule time for that initial consultation. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll chat soon.